Russ, in a word, how fast did they go? Fast. And our Will the Words heard from people that we talked to and we told them about the speeds that we saw. Crazy, insane, and nuts. When we heard about sport bikes dangerously racing through the North Georgia mountains, we wanted to see it for ourselves. It didn't take long to find them screaming by as they passed us over and over and over again, crossing double yellow lines, heading sometimes into blind curves right into oncoming traffic, the kind of driving that has led to more than 300 accidents and 13 deaths since 2005 in 5 North Georgia counties. We were curious, just how fast do these sport bikes go? This video obtained from the Georgia State Patrol shows a sport bike's capability. This rider hits 140 miles an hour while doing a wheelie. With both wheels down, he races up over 200 miles an hour. Would anyone be brazen enough to drive at that speed on winding, banking mountain roads? We turned to Laser Atlanta to find out. Their guns, used by law enforcement, are pinpoint accurate. All you do is put the vehicle between the crosshairs and pull the trigger. It took only minutes to see the problem. How fast was he going?
96.
96. Couldn't been down this straightaway.
Right.
45-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Right.
We clocked automobiles. They drove on average at or below the speed limit. The fastest car clocked was 66 miles an hour. And we clocked a lot of motorcycles who were driving safely, at or just a little above the speed limit. The cruising motorcycles clearly obeyed the laws, but we found the sport bikes were different. We clocked the motorcycles coming down this straightaway at 60 and 65 miles an hour, coming into this curve. Now the speed limit's 45, but the recommended speed is 25 miles an hour. Jim Kelly clocked sport bikes on mountain roads driving in the 70s, 80s, even 90-plus miles an hour. While videotaping the 45-mile-per-hour speed limit sign, we heard them. They went by so fast we could barely get a camera on them. But Jim Kelly got them. What'd you get right there?
153, 93, and 85.
What was the first one?
153.
153 miles an hour.
And the guy was zooming.
The rider just clocked at 153 miles per hour, hit the brakes as he ran up on the tail end of a slower car coming into a curve. What did you think when you saw it going by?
I thought the guy was crazy. Absolutely crazy. With these curves around here, it's crazy.
Is it unfair to say that law enforcement has, in a way, given up in the mountains?
Well, not given up.
State Patrol and local sheriffs say they haven't given up, but they don't have the manpower to stop the madness in these mountains. Radar and roadblocks only work temporarily, and they admit even if they clock a speeder, chasing a 100-mile-per-hour sports bike can turn deadly.
There were three bodies laying all behind my car. One I knew was under my car.
Melanie Clem was traveling down Highway 115 when a state trooper began chasing 2 speeding motorcyclists. The chase ended when the 2 sport bikes slammed into Melanie's car. 2 riders were killed instantly, 2 others seriously injured.
It's just extremely frightening because I could have been killed that day.
Is there any way at all to stop it?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a way to stop it. Hopefully we can slow it down. There's always going to be that individual who wants to get on 2 wheels and see just how fast they can go.
Now, again, we want to stress from what we observed and what the sheriff says, a small number of motorcyclists are causing all of the problems. But the problems are serious. Emergency responses are stretched thin. Weekends are spent cleaning up motorcycle wrecks by the sheriff's deputies, and some tourists and locals say the speeders have taken over. Now, we mentioned last night stories go around the mountains about the winner-take-all races. Well, the owner of the website who advertises those races told me it's all just a joke. He says it doesn't really happen. He says he put them on his website just to annoy the local sheriff. Russ?
Well, no joke. We've seen those riders on those fast bikes. Have you heard from any of them? What do they say?
We've heard a lot, mostly from email. Some have called, and there's also a lot of forums where the sports bike riders are on, enthusiasts, and they basically are saying some of the same things over and over. We're hearing, and other people cause problems, the bicyclists, the cars that you see going over the double yellow lines, not staying in their lane. And some have acknowledged to me that, yeah, these guys are driving really fast, but the ones that are really causing the problems are the inexperienced drivers getting up there on powerful bikes that they're really not ready to drive yet, and that's kind of the main thing that we're hearing from them.
Well, I don't care how experienced you are. Going 153 miles an hour is just plain selfish. You're putting other people's lives in danger on those curvy roads.
I believe the word that he used, crazy, seems appropriate.
In addition to being illegal. Right.
Right.
All right.
Well, thanks.
Great story, Dale. Thanks.